Spurs failed miserably when it came to firing Lisa Cook. He was denied in a district court when it came to firing her by Judge Cobb, and then the appeals court upheld Judge Cobb's decision not to fire her because he literally can't. By their own admission, she has done nothing wrong in her tenure of being governor. He just wanted to get rid of her, A, because she's a black woman. Let's not get it twisted. The first ever in that position. B, she was appointed by Joe Biden, and he didn't like that. And C, she is not capitulating to him. He has been wanting the Fed to cut rates. And because they are not doing what he tells them to do verbatim, he is trying to get rid of what he thought would be the easiest target, her. And that's not how that worked out. So he was darn near frantic when it came to trying to get her out of there and get his sycophant in there by the meeting that is going on today. So there is a Fed meeting that is going on today. And yes, they are discussing cutting rates. But this isn't because Bone Spurs told them to. It is because Bone Spurs has been hemorrhaging jobs since April, since that Liberation Day when he has all of these tariffs that he is putting on other countries to start a tariff war to try to make deals that they aren't making and are just creating enemies of our friends. So the Fed is meeting because of all of the fallout of Bone Spurs policies are actually losing tens of thousands of jobs for the people here at home. Because factories are closing, companies are shutting down, freelancers like myself are losing contracts, all of the things. So when that happens, the Fed gets together and they cut rates in order to make it easier for companies and consumers to borrow money. And when they do that, usually companies and consumers will borrow money so that they can start businesses or they can buy new real estate projects or something that will actually stimulate the workforce and create more jobs. That is why they cut rates. It has nothing to do with what Bone Spurs is wanting. If they cut rates today, it is because it needs to be done because the jobs market is way less and a lot weaker than the economists expected at this time. And we also have to remember, usually when a Democrat hands over a booming economy to a Republican, because that's always the story, the economy is stable. Because Biden only had 4 years to undo the hurt of Bone Spurs' first term and his ridiculous handling of C-19, the economy was the envy of the world, according to Bloomberg, and it was in the Goldilocks zone, according to Bloomberg, but it was not stable. We needed more time to actually make the economy stable. We didn't get that because bathrooms. So now we are dealing with a situation where an already volatile economy is sinking a lot faster than it would have had Bone Spurs gotten, let's say, an Obama economy, which is why everybody thought that they felt better under Bone Spurs the first time. It was Obama's economy that they felt good in. Obama's economy. This right here, this is Trump's economy. And what you were feeling during Joe Biden's term was the remnants of the first Bone Spurs economy. So now people are feeling a Bone Spurs economy much faster. So all of you people who voted for Bone Spurs because of the economy, good job. But I digress. Now inflation is actually up to 2.9%. This is up from the 2.3% that it was. Core inflation is 3.1%. And they actually did a comparison between last August, when Biden was in office, and this August. Keeping in mind that if Bone Spurs had just stayed the course that Biden had put us on, then our economy would still be rising. But he didn't, and this is what we have. From last August 2024 to this August 2025, this is how much our costs have gone up. Coffee has gone up 21%. Audio equipment has gone up 12%. Our living room and dining room furniture, 10%. Our tools and our jewelry, 6%. Women's dresses has gone up 6%. Men's pants has gone up 4%. Toilet paper, musical instruments, and photography equipment have all gone up 5%. With inflation up like this and uncertainties with the frozen people raids in factories and manufacturing companies here in the States, CEOs are cost cutting. And you know that the first thing they're going to cut when it comes to their costs is not their multi-billion dollars of salary. It's going to be the workers. That is what they're cutting. That is why we're losing jobs. Because with the higher prices and the high inflation, as well as the uncertainty of help to be able to package and put those things together, companies are not taking the risk. So they are downsizing and cutting their workers. 263,000 people claim to be out of work in August. That is a ton of people. And health insurance costs are about to go up, not only for businesses, but for people in general, because the subsidies that were under the Affordable Care Act are going away. Those subsidies, they expire, and they're supposed to be renewed. Well, the Republicans, who care so much about life, are not renewing the subsidies that people get for their health care that keeps their health care low. They would much rather use that money for that big, beautiful tax cut that they gave themselves. Definitely the party of pro-life. People will not lose their lives because they don't have health care. For sure. Nope. Won't happen. And even if you're thinking, hey, I don't have the Affordable Care Act, I didn't get Obamacare or anything like that, those subsidies created an environment where everybody had lower prices. Without those subsidies, if their prices go up, the people that were on the Affordable Care Act If their prices go up, it doesn't matter if you have private insurance, your prices are going to go up too. So every single person is going to be affected by that. If you pay for health insurance out of your pocket, your prices are going to go up within the next 15 to 30 days. And businesses will not be spared from this either. Their prices are also going to be rising because everyone's is. Seriously, guys, who voted for this dude thinking that he was going to be better for the economy? The ignorance of that choice is diabolical.